Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Thursday, January the 24th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into the free trading room, 100% free. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room at around 9 o'clock every morning. That's Eastern Time, of course. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and to 3 o'clock on Fridays. This is a link for a subscription to Trade Ideas. There's a promo code which will give you an instant 15% savings off a first month of a standard or premium, or the entire year of a standard or premium subscription. All right, well, got this out in the nick of time. I had a big power failure, or not power failure, but internet outage just before, about 10 minutes ago. So, okay, but we're okay now. So, just a couple, I mean, this is a very, though in the last, well, actually, we had the power, I had my internet failure right around here, but you can see right here, this is the SPY, very choppy. And that was indicative of a lot of the Holly plays also today. Very, very choppy. Not a nice trend direction. But finally here, now if we keep doing like this, we're probably going to see a lot of the short plays in Holly setting up even better, and discretionary short plays, depending on what happens here. So, oops, let me just get this over here. Now, I did take a short here on Briggs & Stratton. This is an earnings play, shorted right around here and covered right around here. So that was, you know, it was okay on a percentage basis. 1167 down to 1144. Kind of set the tone because I actually tried to, I went into this one, bought it here and sold it here on the blink. This was a big pre-market mover. I typically do not take stocks in the first 15 minutes of the day, but my only caveat is sometimes I will take the cheaper ones because that's when they run, and if you wait 15 minutes, you know, the run can be over. So I did take this one. Looked interesting. Let's take a look on the daily chart. You'll see what I was looking at. Yeah, I mean, it taken out this area here. This was the high of yesterday, so it was well above that, and broke maybe a minor rule. Maybe I should have waited for it to take out 3, the whole number. But anyway, bottom line is, took I think a 10-cent loss on it. Did not get stubborn and think, it's going to come back, because look what would happen. You know, I mean, that would have been not a very good loss if I had said, it's going to come back. So that's why I always have a stop and I just obey it. It's that simple. Had it moved, had I got out and it moved back up, I probably would have got back in. You know, commissions are so darn cheap now. WVE was sort of an interesting one. This is the one I would have loved or shorted on. This is a Holly alert. Look, and I actually did short it. I covered for I think for a small loss here, but this was the short. This was had news in the pre-market. It did a financing, $38 financing, and it moved down. Then it popped up, and this was, I think, right around here was the VWAP, and so Holly gave the alert here, and I thought, okay, I'll follow Holly. It actually did move down. I could have taken a nice scalp out of it, but I didn't. And then it did this, and then later on it moved down. However, I have to admit, this is very choppy. I mean, this is hard to hold. You know, if it had kept moving down after that second entry, that would have been a lot better. But then look what it did. So kind of indicative of what the market was doing at that time. You know, just chopping up and down. Kind of hard to find an edge. The one I did do, and I wish I held it, but this happened when I was I took a short here of Mo, and I covered it there. I did say I was going to scalp it, and then the market moved down. But this is almost where I had my internet outage. So, you know, it would have been worse if it had just popped up on me. But again, shorted it just underneath the whole number, and I basically said I'm probably just going to scalp it because I thought the market was just kind of chopping up and down. Now, the interesting thing is WW made a great call in the room. He said, watch the semis. And, you know, ON was another Holly call that I did get into, you know, and I covered basically for no gain. This is a semi, and, you know, there was the alert. Now, the actual alert was at 1883. I waited for that whole number break, but look what SMH was doing. This is the sector it's in, and it was just kind of, you know, doing nothing. and then all of a sudden it started to just started to collapse a bit. Now we'll have to see if this continues, if it takes out that little support area, because that kind of drove the whole market. You can see, here's the 50-minute candles. You can see here the 50-minute candles. So the SMH, the semis, kind of were in control of the market for a while anyway. So that's why I didn't really, because a lot of people were saying, well, look, it's come back up here again. Maybe it'll pop. But look what it did. It basically, it's tracking. Look at these two candles and that candle. And look at the semis. Two candles and that candle. So it is really tracking its sector it's in too closely. I don't like that. It's fine if you're in the sector and it's moving higher and higher and higher, but I much prefer to play the alpha stocks that are kind of trading on its own. There's so many earnings plays right now that we should have. I'm going to have to just kind of stay away from the ones that are really not don't have any news associated with them on that given day. So anyway, I do want to get back into the room. I know it's kind of a quick one, just in case I lose my internet connection again. I do want to wrap this up. Now JetBlue could be something that I did actually. Just trying to move my chart over here. JetBlue is something I may be reshorting again. I actually took a scalp short on this one. This had earnings. Okay, but this might start to move down now. There's the 200-day moving average is at 1839. Couldn't get through that, and if the market continues lower, I may have to do a reshort of that. I took a scalp short on that one earlier. All right, excuse me. I'm still under the weather here a little bit, so just pardon my cough. Just one second. All right, so I may be reshorting this one once I get back into the room. All right, so that's about it. I want to just bring back the capture. Oops, I had the capture program there. I have the capture program up. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link, again, to get in our free trading room. And I'll open the room tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.